This story was posted on Relationship Advice and the title goes as follows. I, 21 female, found a spy camera in my room after my stepdad, 36 male, put a surveillance camera in my window. My stepdad installed a surveillance camera positioned outside of my window to scan our backyard, while him and my mother and 2 younger brothers go camping. I couldn't go on the trip since I had to work, so I was staying home to house sit and feed our animals. My stepdad recently put up new cameras outside, so I didn't see anything wrong with him positioning one outside my window. Come to find out, the very next day I had my boyfriend stay over and he found that the surveillance camera that ran from outside my window and into my room was being powered by one of those spy camera power blocks. For context, my relationship with my stepdad hasn't always been the best and we tend to butt heads a lot. He said a lot of questionable things in the past that I've written off because he's my dad and I would never think he intended to be inappropriate or harmful. He's been in my life since I was 8 years old. Of course, I'm second guessing everything now that I found this camera. It was positioned to point directly at my bedroom door from the far wall, so it has a direct view of my entire room which I change in. I tried desperately to rationalize it and I think it was maybe a mistake, like he grabbed the wrong charger box, or maybe he was just trying to look for intruders. But really, there is no excuse for putting a camera in my bedroom. The camera even had an SD card in it. I'm beyond devastated. My stepdad even suggested I invite my boyfriend over too, while they're gone, so I have someone here. Which is something he would never do, considering he's made it clear before he doesn't want him over when no one is home, because he doesn't want us f***ing in his home. My boyfriend and I are going through the SD card to see if there is anything on it. I'm at a complete loss at how to even bring this up to my mom. I confided in my aunt and uncle since they live close by and they have been very supportive of me having a conversation with my mom about it. This whole situation is extremely upsetting. I at least have some family to support me as I navigate this, but I don't even know how to bring this up to my mom. This is obviously going to change everything. She had my 5-year-old half-brother with him. My mind is racing with the consequences this is going to have on our family. Has anyone that has been in a similar situation have advice? How can I do this without causing extreme damage to the family? Although that may be impossible. Thank you in advance.
First comment.
Sorry, but this is deliberate. It's no mistake. I will gather evidence, as already stated. My concern is how long has he been doing this and how many people are affected. Trust your gut. OP responds to this comment and says, I'm very concerned about this as well. I have 2 brothers who are minors and he's been in my life for over 14 years now. So who's to say he hasn't recorded me before or even them? Or even distributed it? It's so terribly devastating to come to terms with him being this evil. He even installed these cameras while I was asleep, so there's no doubt he was hoping I wouldn't notice.
Second comment.
It's not a mistake. If you find anything on that SD card, I'd honestly go to the cops before going to your mom. In many of these types of situations, wives back the shitbird instead of the kids. The entire outdoor camera thing was a pretext to get that camera in your room. Extreme damage is warranted considering there are minor children in the home. Get a smartphone and check the bathroom. Just because this is the first spy cam you found does not mean it will be the only one. Smartphones can see IR sensors. As to how to bring this up to your mom, there is no gentle way, only blunt. But blunt is appropriate in this situation. There is no lighter side to spy cams. OP responds to these comments as well and she writes this. Considering there are many other windows in the house facing the backyard that he could use, I agree. I think I've come to full terms with this and I'm no longer making any excuses. I will just air it all out, especially since I need to protect my brothers in this too. Thank you. There is an update to this story and it goes like this. I don't want to make a whole new thread since I want to make a new update when my parents get back Monday. But I want to thank everyone for all the advice. I went to the police station tonight and filed a police report and turned in the spy camera with the SD card. The officer said this is a serious offense and I will likely get a call early next week from an investigator due to the severity of this situation. I'm planning on telling my mother about the police report after we have a conversation about this on Monday with my aunt and uncle present. As for people messaging me about my profile, thank you for reminding me to delete my personal information. Please do not dox or try to seek any sort of justice for me, as this may affect my case. Respect my privacy during this time, please, as it may be crucial during the investigation. This was the hardest thing I ever had to do. But whatever this shit was, it's ending with me. I hope I can get justice for myself and any other victims who may have been violated by him, since this will be a heavily investigated and the officer said it will likely be looked into further, such as search warrants and looking for more SD cards. I'm hanging on by a thread, but the support I have is what's keeping me together. I'm staying with my boyfriend tonight to keep out of the house, and thanks again for all the love and supportive messages, and I'll update again soon. That's everything for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.